My name is Paulina, and today we are talking all about purpose. I hear from so many people that they're waking up, going about their everyday, but they're just missing something that makes them feel motivated or like life is worth living. And part of that is because the life that they've created, however beautiful it is no longer fitting their needs. So oftentimes when this happens, all the activities that used to give us pleasure, maybe eating a nice pepperoni pizza used to calm you down or restore you or relax you, or watching a few episodes of TV used to take the edge off. However, those activities are no longer serving us. And it's our body's way of telling us that we have gotten so comfortable that now they're going to start to make us uncomfortable, so we start to shift our behavior. We are meant to grow and we are meant to evolve as human beings here. And right now, where you're at is exactly where a version of your past self wanted you to be. So you are here exactly today watching this video with me because of all the actions that you've taken to get you to this point. So maybe you had to go to school, maybe you've made hard decisions with your family, whatever it is, those decisions brought you here today. And so it's really important to show some gratitude first for wherever you're at. The second step is taking these feelings and just sitting with them. So oftentimes we're numbing with alcohol, with food, with TV, socializing. I could go on forever. Everyone has their own vice or two, so you already know what one might be yours. But a lot of times we're thinking we don't have enough time in the day to seek out new activities or different ways of doing, but really it's because we're choosing to numb instead. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just the way it is. So oftentimes we're numbing or we're chilling out or relaxing to avoid actually dealing with our circumstances and making changes. And while that might feel comfortable for a little bit, this feeling of discomfort is only going to start to get stronger. So it's a really beautiful thing to be able to take some space with yourself, create a really safe environment, and maybe journal or just ask yourself how you're feeling. Another thing that trips people up when they know that something isn't right or they know that they want more purpose in their life is that they're not quite sure where to start. So with that, I just want to say that your desires are yours for a reason. You are here on this earth to do special things and to go on your own journey of self-discovery. So it doesn't have to be this big thing. So often we're waiting on a different partner, a different home, a different job to come and make us feel a different way. But wherever you go, there you are, and this feeling will start to follow you and it'll get louder and louder until eventually you can't ignore it and you have to do something different. So give yourself a break and just decide to do something different. So the action steps that you can take, it doesn't have to be this big thing. It doesn't have to be like a move across the country, quitting your job. It can be very simple. I shared a meditation for finding your purpose and a little more clarity on taking action steps, and I will link that below for you to listen to. Another great way of doing something different or starting to bring in more purpose in your life is simply to chase activities that bring you joy. So you can look around your life, and again, the things that used to bring you joy might not be bringing you joy anymore because you're evolving, and that's okay. Some easy ways to look for different activities to bring joy into your world are: what did you used to love to do as a child? What brought you laughter? What brought you joy? What made you feel playful and curious? And the more that we can bring those things in, the more that the outside world opens up to us when we look at it through the eyes of curiosity instead of fear that everything is changing around us. Another really great tip is simply to do that one thing that's been on your mind. So we all have that one annoying task that's been built up and stayed on our to-do list for way too long. And my biggest tip is just to do it. Don't overthink. Don't wonder how you're going to achieve the next step and the next step and the next step. It's starting small, and then the universe will work with you to meet you wherever you're at. So you take a step forward and the universe takes a step forward to meet you. So whether it's building your website for the side hustle, which you might not even be sure of, but maybe the first step for you is registering your domain. Or if you have been dating and want to do something different, maybe it's just getting on that app, or maybe it's even sending a like to someone you think is cute. So we build it up in our mind, and part of it is fear, and part of it is we're pretty comfortable where we're at. So always in life, we are choosing, our subconscious mind is going to be choosing behaviors that we want to choose. So if things are coming easily to you, start to dive into, like, let's say, for example, you're numbing out with alcohol, and you can think, oh, drinking is so bad, like, blah, 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 I'm going to stop. But until you actually discover the root of why you're drinking, so if we're doing an activity, it's because it serves us a purpose. So what is drinking bringing to you? Maybe it's making you relax. Maybe it's feeling like you can talk with ease with anyone. So we really need to look at the reverse side of things. Don't just label it as bad. Figure out why you're doing this activity, and then it allows you to shift with more ease. So all of these are really great examples of how you can start bringing in more purpose and feel more alive and vibrant every day. I hope that you try this meditation that I've linked below, and you find a little bit more joy and vibrancy in your everyday.